Have you ever wondered what would happen if you put soda in your oatmeal? Today, that's exactly what we're doing. Well, not this soda exactly. We're using this soda, diet soda, only because we don't drink our calories, but whoever said don't drink soda in the morning, they're right. We're gonna be eating our soda instead because we're cooking oatmeal in it. This is ridiculous oatmeal. It starts with old-fashioned oats. The older, the better. A new tub is being opened right now. The pull tab doesn't pull. Packaging. You either want instant oats or whole grain oats. Don't use steel cut oats for this. They can be used for something else. 20 grams of oatmeal, which is a quarter cup. Chocolate oatmeal is the best oatmeal, which means we're also going to use an equal amount of cocoa powder. I have two types of cocoa here, dark cocoa and regular cocoa. We're going to need 20 grams total of cocoa, but I like to do 5 grams of natural cocoa and 15 grams of dark cocoa. That gives the perfect balance of chocolatiness and richness for this recipe. But whatever cocoa you have, just 20 grams of it, put it in. Protein oats have become popular, but what about protein ridiculous oats? 12 grams of whey protein powder. Don't use any other protein. Do not use casein. Don't use vegan protein because this recipe is not going to be vegan no matter what. So whey protein is the way to go. Half a scoop, 12 grams. And 40 grams of erythritol because this is a sweet way to start your day. I'll have this entire recipe, the macros, the calories, in the pinned comment down below, but this recipe was inspired by Low Cal Recipes 98 on Instagram. Her Instagram will be in the description. I don't know if she's a scientist, I don't know if she's a magician, and I don't know why it's Low Cal Recipes 98. Why 98 specifically? I guess it's because all her recipes have 98 or less ingredients, so that's a plus. Go check them out. Add some salt to this, and then add a pinch of baking powder to this, and then mix. Get everything combined. Today we're not making sandar. We're making ridiculous oatmeal. And voila, there we go. Step number 2, we're gonna need 1 egg. If I can crack this and the yolk doesn't explode inside the egg, I'm gonna be, this is the best day ever. There we go. Now take the yolk. Don't throw it away. We don't want to waste the egg yolk. Just give it to Brownie Boo. DM it to her on Instagram. But we're going to want to whip the white. You can use a fork if you want to, and it won't take too long because it's just 1 egg white. But guess what I have? Blending sticks. So I'm going to blend and squat. And after a few minutes of whisking that egg, it's pretty fluffy and it won't fall out of that bowl, which means you know you're ready. We got our oatmeal, we got our eggs. This is a complete breakfast, a bodybuilding breakfast if anything, with the egg whites and the oatmeal. And this is when our soda comes in. That first crack, that first sip, time to make this. Step number 1, pour your soda into your dry mix. And then give it a stir. It's gonna look like a watery batter because I used exactly 80 grams of diet soda. It sounds like too much, but it's not. Just trust the process. If you see that, it looks really runny. It looks like it'll never come together, but somehow it does. The oats will slowly soak up more of that moisture. And we also have an egg white to whip in. The batter is already insane. You want to keep this as airy and as fluffy as possible, so divide this into 3 parts. 1/3 of this is going to get mixed in at a time. Take a third, put it in, and then fold. Be gentle, don't go crazy right now. You already went crazy mixing this earlier. And then another third. and fold. And then your last third. And gently mix. And fold as much as you can, but look at that. We added the egg white and we basically have, look how much batter. The cup line is here. And this whole thing is full. This is bigger than a bowl of oats. And guess what? We used a 1/4 cup of oatmeal. That's only 75 calories of oats. And now that this is ready, it's time to bake. This is the size of the baking dish I'm using. My head, for comparison, remember I'm a human bobblehead. I have a huge head. I was born disproportionate. My head was bigger than the rest of my body. And it stayed that way. Take some water, put it in your dish, and then shake it out. You do this because the wetness helps the parchment stick. Culinary parchment because I'm now a chef. Where's my hat? Lined up real nice. Thank you, fridge clips, for holding it down for me. It's time to pour the batter. Give it one last quick mix. Make sure everything is combined. And then we pour. I've carved the excess parchment so it doesn't burn in my microwave. You only make that mistake once. Time to bake this bad boy, 350 degrees. And ideally you did this in the morning because oatmeal and egg whites, so go do your morning routine. You did the hard work, come back after you're ready, and breakfast will be served with a side of Diet Coke. And after 30 minutes on 350 degrees Fahrenheit, we have ridiculous oatmeal. This is oatmeal. It doesn't make sense, I don't get it, but we literally used whole grain oats and some protein powder, and we made a thick slab of oatmeal. This is breakfast. You gotta let it cool down for just a little bit, and I couldn't wait, so I put it in my freezer, but let's try it. Oh my God. Dense, rich, fudgy. You want oatmeal to go? Just take this with you. But if you wanna be a little neater, let's cut this up so I can show you the inside. You can see the oatmeal. It's right in there. Across the bottom, you have a whole layer of oatmeal. Ridiculous oatmeal, soda oatmeal. Is it possible? Yes, we did it, and it is amazing. It's so fudgy. The oatmeal keeps things so moist and so dense. I think it's because the oats absorb so much liquid. We got a layer of oats and that crispy top. It even just opens up like that. I don't even know how, but somehow the oats sink to the bottom and that crispiness is on top. So you have brownie skin and dense fudgy oats. The texture of the oats makes this. It's so dense. Right under 180 calories and 17 grams of protein. We're basically eating a protein bar for breakfast, but it's oatmeal. Like I've said before, oatmeal is overrated, but if it's ridiculous, it's not overrated. What happens when you put soda inside your oatmeal? This happens. It becomes ridiculous. On another level, a complete breakfast, egg whites, oatmeal, and you need a little bit of milk. Thank you so much for watching the video. Give it a like if you liked it, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in the next video where we make cream of rice. Ridiculous.